Okay, we are going to be doing the blanket stitch, and blanket stitch is a very beautiful stitch. I have done some on the edge here, but you can also do it over a fold. So I'm kind of folding my fabric so that you can see what I'm doing. You start from the angle. I made a knot in my thread, so you put your needle through the angle to kind of hide your knot. See, we are going to hide it right there in the middle, and then you're going to come all the way from the back to the front like that. So you making sure I'm using a double thread so that we can see the stitch. So I'm coming all the way and I'm making sure my thread does not tangle. So just before your stitch, you close up, you put this in the middle, and then we have our first blanket stitch. And then you come from the back. You know, the thing is, you just have to make sure that your stitch length is the same. You come from the back the same way, coming from the back. When your stitch is almost in, you put in your needle from the front and you have your blanket stitch. I'm going the third time. This is my thread. I'm coming from the back. I'm coming from the back of my fabric, kind of using my eye to gauge where my stitch length is. You can have a longer one. So once I come, this is my thread, so I bring it out, draw it all the way. I mean, you might not have as long stitch, but once before you finish pulling up your thread, you kind of bring this up and bring your needle in, and then you have your third blanket stitch. That's it. You have to have this. You have to have this going over. So you firm it up and then come from the back again. Come from the back, pull your thread all the way, and this is what you have. Once you are almost done, from the front, put your needle in to make a kind of a knot of making sure it's firm. And the beautiful thing about it is that you can use it to decorate a lot of things. Like now I'm using it over folds. You can use it over folds. You can use it at the edge of, and they call it blanket stitch because you normally find this at the edge. You find this usually at the edge, but you know, I mean, it's a decorative stitch, so you can use it to decorate your projects. The edges, yeah, the edges of our project. And how is this looking? You can see coming from the back. Just make sure get the hang of it. That's it, our blanket stitch. Wow, see how beautiful it looks right there. See how beautiful it looks. So I'm kind of just, I'll keep going from the back. See, and then when my thread is on, even if, let's say, you even make a mistake, you forget, you can still open it up and then kind of tighten it up. And then I'm just gonna keep going from the back. I'm just gonna keep going because I love the way the thing is looking. We are gonna be able to make a design from this, work on so many beautiful projects. Wow, I think I'm gonna turn the corner. I want to turn the corner on this one to give a design. So I'm gonna turn the corner. Somebody's asking me, how are you gonna do that? I'm just gonna bend this. I'm just gonna bend that in. You know, once you are creative, you kind of figure out how to do stuff. You can add your own blend, you can have your own, you know, just make sure things stay in place, and you'll be surprised how beautiful your own version will turn out. So I turn the corner and I'm going all the way, and I would love to see your version. I would love to see the projects you create. I mean, a combination of, I mean, you can even make this into like a little book. This looks like a book already. So wow, looks like a book right there. Wow. Wow. What do you say? Is it beautiful? Is it beautiful? So see what we have made so far. That is our blanket stitch.